This is all alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes only. Or when I was filling you in with Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a branch off of that theory.
No.
Allegedly. Remember how some people were saying that they became pregnant and then they were asked to give up the baby or...
That's Selena, yep. Mm-hmm.
And she chose to sacrifice herself.
Right, when she had her lupus.
She chose to sacrifice herself. She was switched out during the surgery when she had, the kidney replacement?
Yeah,
so the
lupus
kidney
replacement.
She had the kidney replacement, so that's when she's supposedly switched, and she's also in the e-files. Okay, so shelf Matt. Okay, so there's a movie that came out in 2017. It's called Dubious Battle.
No.
You didn't hear of that?
No idea.
I think it's one of the Francos directed it. Here's the timeline. It came out in 2017, but there's a scene in the movie that is so realistic that she's giving birth. And they had a real life nurse because they wanted it to look so realistic. But a real life nurse was standing in, and the baby that she is a newborn, it looks like, if you look up the scene and you watch that scene, it looks like a real life, a birth scene. And you know how Hollywood's always throwing it in our face, what they're doing.
Right.
But some people are so what if that was part of the handoff? Oh. And then people are checking out because Kourtney Kardashian. So supposedly they're saying,
okay,
Kourtney Kardashian was the one that got the baby. That's Rain Disnick, right? That's the only birth that she did not. She filmed all of her births, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She said she filmed every birth except for that birth. And that baby came into the camera life when he was 4 months old. So some people in the comments are tracking it back and being like, yeah, that would track. Okay, so some people, if you remember any of the Kardashians, Kourtney was with Scott. Scott was the one that
the drinker one?
Yeah, and then he was the villain of the show for a while.
Sure.
But Kourtney, she got pregnant with the first one, and then she had a couple kids with him. But apparently, when he went a little AWOL, he went a little AWOL, was around that time. So what if he knew all of this was happening and he was I don't agree with it. Because she's the handler, the Kardashians are the handlers.
Legal background.
And then Selena. But that timeline tracks. But why would she also be in the files? At this point, these things are so outrageous that are proven to be true that you're that is so crazy and also true. Dang.